Hello, everyone. Welcome to this. Yes, I don't really have much else to say, let alone little energy to be able to do this. But down there is the summary of what's going on. But you know, for those who may want more details about it, I'll just give you the gist of it. So basically, our lease for this apartment is expiring at the end of this month. And because we've been late a few times on rent lately, they're refusing to renew our lease. And they're saying that we have until the end of the month to leave. So that's what's going on right now. And the reason why this one's called the Moving Out Special is because the next few weeks are going to be about, looking for a new place and moving everything that we want to take with us from here to there. It's just going to be a lot of stress for us, and I want to be able to focus on that, but I also want to be able to give you guys something, content-wise for you to be able to enjoy. So, that's basically the long and short of it. We're trying to figure things out. I'm having to, once again, put my plans to go back to school on hold so I can get a job and help finance the move that we're being forced into. So yeah, that's basically it. Welcome to my stream. I'll be keeping that on there so that we'll understand what's going on. But if you want the details, then you'll rewind it back to the beginning and you'll get them. Alright, so obviously this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream, and we're going to be doing 3 videos, Fearsome Top 5, Nuke's Top 5, and Depths of Despair. So we got Fearsome Top 5, Top 8 Scary Ghost videos that are overwhelmingly creepy. Bring it on, Candleman.
Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Today we'll be taking a look at 8 scary videos that'll make your skin crawl. Number 1. The Paris catacombs are an extensive network of eerie tunnels beneath the city. By the late 1700s, Paris faced a public health crisis due to overflowing cemeteries, which were causing disease and foul odors. To address this issue, the French government began relocating human remains from the crowded cemeteries to the abandoned tunnels. Now full from floor to ceiling with skulls and bones, these tunnels have an unnerving atmosphere and endless tales of hauntings. A Reddit user that goes by Big Man Cali Smoker was using Google Earth when he discovered that it allowed him to explore the Paris catacombs virtually. He made his way through the endless tunnels when he accidentally stumbled upon this.
Whoa, what the? That's a Google Earth image.
In the depths of the tunnels, a shadowy, translucent form can be seen. This ominous figure looks to have a human shape, and from the motion blur, appears to have been walking. Although it's very clear that something was moving within the tunnels, this definitely does not look like a living person. No signs of a face are visible, but what looks like 2 legs and an arm can clearly be seen. So could this unsettling apparition be a paranormal entity accidentally captured by Google's camera? Number 2. A TikTok user named Kat sometimes experiences a chilling sensation, as if an unseen presence is lurking nearby while she's alone in her room. Her hair starts to stand on end, and a cold, heavy pit settles in her stomach. Yet when she scans the room, it remains eerily empty. Despite this unsettling feeling, Kat has never actually seen anything paranormal. Well, that was until recently when her security camera caught this. A ghostly mist suddenly appeared and slowly drifted through the yard. This cloudy anomaly hovered through the grass before quickly vanishing into thin air. This strange mist resembles a ghostly silhouette, and Kat replayed the video repeatedly, struggling to decipher what this could be. She insists that nothing around her home could randomly produce smoke in the middle of her yard. So what might this phenomenon actually be? Number 3. Reddit user Admirable Wealth 253 posted a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit of footage captured in a daycare located in New York. According to this Reddit user, several kids would complain of seeing a mean man inside the playroom. These chilling words haunted the staff, as they had no idea who the kids were talking about. And on multiple occasions, when one of the cleaners would go to the basement, she would stumble across toys now eerily rearranged in a circle. This unsettling sight would often scare her to tears as she ran upstairs. Well, one day, with new security cameras rolling inside, a terrifying sequence of events was captured.
Two ghost children playing on the seesaw. Alright, where's the bad man? Okay, there's an orb. Yeah.
In the pitch-black playroom, a toy seesaw mysteriously rocked back and forth. And as this movement suddenly stopped, a ball began rolling across the floor. Then, almost as if the entity causing this activity was moving around the room, the basket on the table got pushed to the floor. The employees were left in shock when they reviewed this footage, and they began to wonder if this activity was caused by the mean man the kids were complaining about. Number 4. On the One Investigator 1107 Reddit account, a video was posted to the Ghost subreddit that they're hoping to find an explanation for. One night around 9 p.m., this Reddit user came downstairs to grab something to drink. At the time, her husband was asleep in bed and their dog was curled up on the couch, meaning she was the only one awake in the entire house. But while she was in the kitchen, she heard something that sent her hurrying back upstairs. As she poured herself a glass of tea, a ghostly whisper can be heard calling out.
It sounds like it's saying, it's like a fucker. Seems like a fucker.
I'm not positive if she heard this at the time, although she does appear to pause and turn around. And as she opened the cabinet, another chilling voice called out.
Hello there. Hello, kitty cat.
She definitely heard this voice as she quickly looked to the right, expecting to see someone speaking. I can't quite make out what these voices are saying, so if you have any guesses, please let me know. According to this user, after hearing this voice, she did her best to remain calm and not allow this ghost to see her run away. Meanwhile, I would have Usain Bolted my way out of that damn house. Number 5. A building known as Anglefield Hall was constructed in 1880, with its original purpose being a coffee shop tavern. By 1910, it transformed into a temperance hotel. Then by the 1940s, it temporarily became a makeshift school. Over the years, visitors and workers have claimed they've seen shadow figures, heard voices, and even seen the apparition of a small child. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the Ghost Tech Paranormal YouTube channel set their sights on this location. And before the investigation even had a chance to start, things took an eerie turn.
We lock down the building, and Phil and I start to set up the equipment for the investigation. Whilst Phil is upstairs, I am down in the main hall when I hear loud noises come from nearby.
Phil? Was that you? Phil?
Strange sounds of movement came from somewhere in the main hall, giving Jeff his first hint of what was to come later that night. With several static cameras scattered throughout the building, along with multiple devices that are motion activated, Jeff and Phil were ready to begin the investigation.
So you see this red light on this device in my hand? This is a recorder. And if you speak into the red light, it will pick up your voice. And then we can play it back and listen to what you have to say. So can you speak into this red light, please? Can you make another noise for us, please?
I swear I heard a little girl.
An EVP of a child's voice is received saying, "Mummy."
I heard
Here
that
is the
too.
audio enhanced.
I heard that too.
With the eerie, chilling whisper of a ghostly child's voice crackling through the digital recorder, it was now painfully clear that the guys were not alone in the darkness. As they exited the main hall, they were met once again with unsettling ghostly sounds coming from the shadows.
We leave the main hall area and go down a narrow hallway. And as I reach the end, I hear a man's voice, but it is not captured on my digital audio. Hold on, Phil. Someone was speaking. As I got just down there, I could hear someone speaking. I would say it was a man's voice. As I got here, it was like a man whispering. I don't know if it was for me, or fear it was if it. That was from upstairs. And that was loud. It was like a man whispering. I don't know if it was for me or fear it was if it. Or fear it was if it. Or fear it was if it.
Now on high alert, the guys cautiously made their way to another part of the building, and as they did, something was caught on the static camera upstairs.
Whilst Phil and I are on the ground floor, the door to room 3 opens and closes by itself. Inside room 3, our static cam is pointing in the direction of the small cupboard where a young child is believed to hide, and the door is out of frame, but we can rule out any natural causes for what has taken place. The building's windows are all closed and are completely double glazed. The curtains in this room are pulled across so there is no wind or air moving within the room. Also, if it was an air draft, these bells on the string in the middle of the room would move or start to swing, but as you can see, they are completely still.
Something or someone clearly opened and closed the door upstairs. So Jeff and Phil made their way to that room to conduct an EVP session, and while asking questions, something downright hair-raising was caught.
Whoa.
If you're speaking to that red light.
What?
That was a voice.
Just going to put that down there. And also, we have a very sensitive digital recorder that will pick up your voice.
Whoa.
That will pick up your voice.
Ooh, yeah, I did hear that.
The voice hidden within the static on the digital recorder was undoubtedly an intelligent response. And with all this paranormal evidence beginning to stack up, it was only a matter of time before the entity itself was caught. And with a static camera rolling in the main hall, that's exactly what happened.
Whilst Phil and I were on the upper floors taking full spectrum photographs to try and gather more evidence, our static cam in the main hall captures a shadow figure moving down the far corridor. Here is the footage, followed by the film with enhancements and in slow motion.
Ah.
A faint shadow figure suddenly appeared and walked across the open door. This dim silhouette manifested out of nowhere before quickly moving out of view. Its outline against the light wall is hard to dispute, as a head, torso, and legs can clearly be seen. This incredible piece of footage is more than enough evidence for me to know that I will never be stepping foot in Englefield Hall. Number 6. A Reddit user that goes by Cloudy Days lives with her family of 5 in a new townhouse. But according to Cloudy, while they previously lived in an apartment, she would often wake up in the dead of night to find a shadowy presence lurking in the room, filling her with an overwhelming sense of dread. She was never quite sure if she was still partially dreaming or seeing something from the other side. These spine-chilling encounters stopped completely as soon as they moved, until recently when she spotted this. As she laid in bed, she caught a glimpse of something dark peeking from around the corner. This strange dark shape looks like the top of someone's head trying to look at her. It slowly came into view before quickly ducking back behind the wall. Cloudy claims this anomaly was eerily similar to what she used to see in her old apartment. But what could this possibly be? Number 7. On February 5th at 9:40 in the morning, a TikTok user named Mildred woke up to find her dog sleeping at the foot of her bed. Thinking this was cute, she decided to record a quick video with her phone. But it wasn't until she later rewatched this video that she noticed something that made her stomach drop.
Wow, this clip.
Probably didn't catch that, so let's take a closer look. On the floor at the foot of the bed looks to be an eerie, ghostly face. This pale face can be seen for a split second, but as the camera panned away, then came back, this face had vanished. Mildred couldn't believe what she was seeing as she replayed the video, staring at what appears to be a woman's head on the floor. According to this TikTok user, there was no one else in the room besides her sister, who was asleep next to her in bed. I'm not quite sure what to call this, but it's definitely giving me the creeps. And if this thing ever shows up in my room, I won't hesitate to kick it out the window. Number 8. A Reddit user named Marco recently moved into a small wooden house in a remote village in northern Italy. After living in a city for most of his life, he was looking forward to the peace and quiet. The first few weeks living in his new home were exactly what he imagined, but this soon changed when he began to hear strange noises coming from the attic at night. According to Marco, he would hear the unnerving sound of creaking floorboards, thumping, and occasionally the sound of something being dragged across the floor. He started recording on his phone whenever this activity would begin, and after some time, he managed to catch this. Scanned the ceiling as the sound of something moving was directly above him. While listening to these noises, he eventually built up the courage to take a look inside the attic. No one could be seen in the small dark space, and as he stood with his phone in hand, the sound of hangers moving came from behind him. He whipped his head around, and when he did, the chair in front of him got knocked to the side. This sudden movement was enough to send him frantically climbing back down the ladder. And according to Marco, ever since this incident, he's been staying with a friend, as he's just too frightened to step foot back inside of that house. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear.
Alright, before we start the next one, let's go ahead and, yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and check on messages. Sorry if I'm not responding to you guys right away. I'm not using my phone right now, so if you are leaving me messages, alright, no messages yet. Holy crap, I'm just realizing I'm using the word families the wrong way. There we go. Alright. We go to the next one. Got Nuke's Top 5. 10 scary videos for full screen terror. Alright. Turn back on display capture. Hey, here we go.
Hidden away in the countryside of Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel is said to be extremely haunted. The story goes that long ago a woman was carrying her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel. So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area, and they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there. A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside, just waiting for someone?
I swear, over the baby crying, I was barely able to make out what sounded like a woman's voice humming like a lullaby to it.
To come in.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
The House of Light and Shadows TikTok
Okay, I
creator
think you
Anthony
passed it,
Yamada
but
has dedicated his TikTok page to making videos about life in Japan and the available homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan, when this happens.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well, Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around and standing behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city has anything to do with that. Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house. Now, is this a Japanese ghost or not? And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide.
That we're getting kicked out.
Reber. TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital in Maine. She spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What is that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet.
Oh, okay, I get you. Hi. This shadow figure right here.
A dark human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hallway mirror.
Of course, it could also be just
there's
pareidolia.
no one there. A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day. It's worth mentioning that Nurse Jess has never posted any paranormal content on her TikTok and has only ever shared videos about her life and experiences working as a certified nursing assistant. So could this be a Reaper caught on camera? You decide. Down below.
Possible.
Crafter Maura Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this. Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy word.
The sewer is singing to you.
Do you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What the is going on around here?
When my biz partner decides to join the siren call.
Obnoxious as hell.
Maura and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer that early, much less singing. Now, Maura is in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all. Maura simply posted this one creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced. So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now, this eerie capture remains unexplained. We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. A room with a view. Ever since they moved into their new apartment, Joey Chalupny and his family have been experiencing strange, unexplained activity. Their furniture and belongings seem to inexplicably move on their own. Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they often hear the sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own. So on this particular day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures is truly chilling.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. So I wasn't gonna record, but I came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And it was not on before. And it is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on, but even if I did leave it on, like I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, there's stuff knocked over. There's plants knocked over. There's fake plants knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing here. Did you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane?
No, I saw it too.
Someone just walked by the window. And I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening.
An electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony window. Joey shows that there's no one outside and that there's nowhere for anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground. It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside. Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight. But you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper. Our baby's hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
A rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself, almost as if someone is sitting in it. Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser, and a hamper falls over onto the floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment, and until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Scary videos. Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work, and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
I'll be right back, everyone. I need to get some water.
A big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake. But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in. In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter. The couple pulls out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy. Game changer. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Christopher Duncan emailed us some creepy CCTV footage captured at a small church in rural Mississippi. The CCTV camera is recording the playroom of the church's, quote, youth group when something happens that no one at the church can explain.
Watch, John. Are you watching the same? Yeah. It's not. No. Oh, in there. No, watch. Watch, John. Watch. So bad. Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break. It's still moving, y'all. It's still moving.
If it floats in the air and goes for the top, you'll freak out. And then it just moves. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found the broken pool stick on the floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is known to be haunted and that there have been many other incidents of paranormal activity over the last 20 years. So could this be the work of an angry spirit or an aggressive entity? And why at a church? Let me know what you think. Strange noises from the toilet. This next video was posted to the Nuke's Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers, so I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping. So user Minato is actually a guy named Dustin, and he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs. But never mind that. Let's just analyze what Dustin heard while dropping the kids off at the pool.
Hello?
A soft female voice can be heard calling out, "Dustin?" Now Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's two dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't. So did Dustin capture, quote, something really odd on his home camera while pooping? And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin, you can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Hey, you can never have enough bongs.
Hello?
Melville Cemetery.
And, it doesn't even need to be used for, smoking anything. People collect them because, they have awesome designs on them.
Nuke's Top 5 viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road, a road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control and drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow Road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted. Brian is on a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery.
Yeah. I know I say this a lot in my streams that I don't endorse the use of Ouija boards. And yet at the same time, just mere moments ago, I was endorsing bongs. So, take that and just do with it what you will. Mean me for that.
Things start to go wrong, and what happens next is truly terrifying.
Yo, that's moving. Yo, oh my god, we're cooked.
Why is it going to no?
It said no?
It said no.
You're like, yo, the camera's moving. Yo, bro, the camera's moving.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving. Was it you that moved the camera? Bro, the fucking car is going off, bro. 4K. Yo! Bro.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Are there any spirits here that would like to talk to me? Bro, I didn't even ask it.
That's insane, dude.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? Okay?
Yes.
They just did it again. Yo, this spirit is messing with you, man.
Bro. I left the keys over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the are the keys?
Brian is a little freaked out, but his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user. So,
it's a mistake,
Brian
just
goes
use
back,
the Ouija board.
And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro. Oh my f***ing god, bro. Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Oh, get out there, bro. Oh my god, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo, get the f*** out of here. Get the f*** out of here. Bring it out.
I'm leaving.
Bro, get the f*** out. Get the f*** out.
The Ouija board suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery. Brian starts to leave. But after everything that has happened, he again begins to worry that he didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board. So Brian goes back again. He plans to jump the fence and retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence. Bro. Bro, Chris. Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my God, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
There's a fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Run. Yo, get out of there. I'm not gonna get out of here. Get out.
Bro, what is burning though?
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery. Even though his friends advise him to just leave, Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
It's in. You didn't see it? No. Bro, you had to be so. No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at oh shit. Look,
bro.
Show the fire. Show the fire. Is this the hole? Bro, there was literally a fire. Look at this.
Bro, I'm jumping. I'm jumping.
Earlier today, you did your blessings, you did your prayers.
Bro, it's literally graves.
Don't go. Let's just like a graveyard watch or something.
No, it's not.
This is either a very elaborate ruse. A very well planned hoax.
Bro, I see it. I see it.
Or this guy's screwed.
Yo, it's the board.
It's the board.
It's the board and the planchette.
It's the board. No, with the planchette. No, it's going up. It's going up.
Oh my God. Bro, I'm not touching it.
Say goodbye. Oh, say goodbye. Don't say goodbye. Oh my God.
Get the planchette. Never go to goodbye.
Oh, sorry. I don't know the board. That was the board. That was the f***ing board.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro.
Might as well.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Drag it. Say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board, and he just gets out of there. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax? I leave that up to you to decide.
Yeah, like I said, that would
You
be
can see
very,
even more of this scary live
very
Ouija
well.
board session over on the YouTube channel.
And that's another thing, the fact that it was live. That all happened live. This is why I say, every time I see a clip that involves a Ouija board, don't use them! Just don't use them!
I'm wishy. Drawn out. Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I'm just like adjusting the needle a little bit, and we'll let that stencil dry for a couple of minutes. Doesn't rub off. This one will be better than black. Just that heart rate. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute, like especially like if I like blend it in. I'm gonna blend it in. What's wrong? What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just f***ing moved? In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone. What do you mean? I swear to God. Hell no!
The table with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself. Liz and her customer are a bit freaked out, but try to remain calm. But then a chair lurches out from a table nearby, and the two have had about enough. They get up and just make a run for it. Tattoo artist Liz says that she has no idea what happened to them that day, but she believes that they might have experienced something, quote, far beyond the ordinary. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok.
Let's check chat. Still nothing. Here we go with Depths of Despair. 5 scary ghost videos of entities that do not hide their intent.
The Airbnb. A woman who owns an Airbnb has been receiving some strange guest book entries by recent guests who have just stayed at the Airbnb. The most recent entry stated that when the guests arrived at night, the historical beauty of the house translated to haunted and slightly creepy. Not to mention there is an old porcelain doll in the cupboard and an antique music box. It's worth noting that the house is a 1700s colonial house with a disappointment room in the attic, so naturally it could give off an old eerie vibe. But it's not until the next set of guests decide to stay at the Airbnb for 5 nights that things start to get creepy. After their stay, they said that on 3 out of the 5 nights, they heard strange noises coming from the locked attic door. After hearing this, the owner decides to set up cameras in the attic and spend the week alone inside the Airbnb to see if anything strange happens. On one night, she hears something terrifying and grabs her phone to record. This is what she captures.
What are you doing? Be careful, it's a trap! Use bombs wisely!
And this whole time I'm getting ring notifications that there is motion in my attic. And mind you, we moved the camera to this small room off of the attic. So like the timing right now is a little crazy.
That's her. That reflection is her. Not gonna fall for that.
The whole time that she was hearing footsteps, the Ring camera in the attic was constantly sending alerts to her phone that motion is detected. But as you can see in the footage, there's no one there. Just a mere few minutes after this, the camera detects motion once again. This time, something creepy is captured. Watch closely.
I swear sometimes I need to set up jump scare cues.
The door can be seen moving by itself, and the owner even says that there was no wind whatsoever, but even on a windy day it wouldn't move that much. But the creepiest thing about this, which was pointed out in the comments by nearly everyone, is that there appears to be a creepy face in the bottom of the door when it opens. What looks like a face can be seen, and you can even see the bottom of its mouth closing before it fades into the darkness behind the door. Because of this, many people believe this 1700s historic house is haunted. Perhaps someone lost their life in the disappointment room. Let me know what you think.
Disappointment room.
Haunted store. Around the start of September of 2024, a store manager was unpacking some items from a box alone in the store during the late hours of the night, when something terrifying startled him. Not sure what it was, he rushes over to check the security camera's footage. What he saw sent chills down his spine, so he immediately records a video to show what was captured, and that's when something even more terrifying happens that has left him shaken up.
Mike's putting things away from the box. All right, now watch. I want you guys to focus on this area right here. Okay? Hold on, let me speed this up a bit.
They haven't got the first clue on how to use it.
All right, watch.
If you have the doctrine right and you stow it on a shelf in your closet and do not pull that doctrine out.
Boom, you see that?
What good does that
I'm gonna get back here for you guys, give you a better view. Look at that.
They want me to take them down, which is understandable, but they picked a bad. Yeah, they picked a bad time to ask me. I'm on my last video now, so it'll be in our 15 minutes. They should be able to hold off till then.
Okay. I wasn't trying to ask you. I was just trying to say that they wanted you.
I know. I'm just telling you what they actually want.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you.
And I'm just like tripping, like what just happened? At first I didn't know what the hell it was, but went to see that there's a box on the ground. I'm like, okay, it's weird. And now I'm going to look, to see what's going on. It fell, okay, but pay attention to this area right here.
I can grant that they should do a job. They could teach justification correctly. But so what? Are you deaf? That's not what I asked you.
Is that you? Look, I'm here by myself. Nobody's here. It's just me. See that? Come out. I'm not afraid of you. Is that you that threw down the box earlier?
Holy shit! The fuck? Why walk down that aisle? Were you trying to scare your viewers?
Come on out.
That Halloween mannequin got me, man.
You don't scare me. Come on out, pussy. Always trying to mess with me.
Oh, yeah, name calling. Yeah, that'll. Yeah, the spirit that's been dead for God knows how long. Yeah, he's gonna feel really offended by a word.
Ooh! Oh shit! Look, there I am, right there. Look, you see that? You see that? Nah.
Yeah, something pulled your hair from behind. I saw that.
Hell no.
One of the security cameras monitoring an entrance captures something suddenly pulling a bit of his hair out of nowhere. The way his hair is tugged even though he is alone really got to him. After seeing the undeniable footage caught by the store CCTV, he has come to the conclusion that something indeed haunts his store. But I'll let you be the judge. The knocking. Ever since moving into a new home, a man has been hearing strange knocking sounds coming from the front door late at night. But there doesn't ever seem to be anyone there. On one night, this exact thing happens, but something else can be heard. Watch closely.
Ok, escuchen esto. Les estoy grabando esto. Son las 2:33 de la mañana. Y estamos completamente asustados. Sí, por estos sonidos. No sabemos qué esté detrás de la puerta, pero estamos muy asustados. Al parecer no se ve nada. Pero y efectivamente, como pueden ver a simple vista, pero no es nadie. Pero se siente como que si alguien me vigilara. Vamos para adentro mejor. Vamos adentro, vamos adentro. Ok, les grabo esto para que se den cuenta que esto está pasando casi todos los días. Ok, va de nuevo. What? No manches.
Strange sounds can be heard as well as knocking, but when he opens the door, he sees nothing there. After reviewing the footage, he noticed what looks like a face can be seen hiding around the corner just watching him. The very next night, he sees something utterly terrifying.
Amigos, son las 5 de la mañana. Toda la noche se han escuchado ruidos, lamentos y la verdad no sabemos qué No manches, ¿qué fue eso? Ok, vamos. Realmente, amigos, no sabemos. Escuchen. No manches, nuevamente, ¿qué es eso? No puede ser. Es lo que estoy viendo, amigos. ¿Escuchan eso? Manches. Para todas esas personas que dicen que esto es mentira. Esto es increíble, amigos. Es increíble. Escuchen, realmente no entiendo lo que quiere decir. Creo que se ha ido. Fuck.
Ever since opening the door, things have slowly been getting worse. And now on the next night, he starts experiencing strange events inside his home.
Después de lo que pasó anoche, las cosas están saliendo del control. Es el segundo día desde que abrimos la puerta y esto está pasando el día de hoy. Como pueden ver, siguen molestando. La puerta sigue sonando como que si estuviera alguien detrás de ella. Sé que muchos de ustedes me dijeron que no abriera, pero bueno, aquí vamos. Lluvia. Y no hay nadie. Nuevamente no hay nadie, solamente lluvia. Y vamos a cerrar. Y vamos a ver qué pasa. En el video anterior sé que muchos de ustedes me dijeron que no abriera la puerta, pero bueno, ya. Escuchen, les digo, esto se salió de control y no sé cómo pararlo. No sé cómo va a terminar. No sé cómo va a terminar esto. Escuchen. Esto es realmente traumatizante para mí. Y como les dije ayer, amigos, mire, la televisión. Mire. No sé si alcanzan a ver. Que se proyecta una imagen muy extraña. Ok, mire. ¿Qué fue eso? No manches.
The lights go off on their own and the TV starts to go static before displaying some disturbing imagery. What looks like a demonic face can be seen. Upon realizing this, he immediately runs away from the TV screen. He has no idea what may be lurking around his home, but he found out that the two previous residents moved out for no apparent reason shortly after moving in, and he believes this is why. Real ghost or not, as always, you judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespair_YT. Cursed. The following video was taken by a security camera outside of a taco shop. A woman named Vanessa went to a nearby taco shop along with her husband not far from their house. Her husband was really excited for their weekend plans, but his mood suddenly took a strange turn after entering the restaurant. He told his wife Vanessa that a man kept staring at him, to which she told him to ignore it. As they waited in line to place an order, he said he was beginning to feel unwell. His wife tells him to go and wait in the truck while she makes the order. While she's waiting in line, something terrifying happens, and she hears someone say a man outside fell. Thinking it might be her husband, she rushed outside to check. This is what the camera captured while she was in line for food. Her husband can be seen falling over to the ground in a very bizarre manner. As Vanessa realizes it's him, she calls 911 and starts administering CPR, but he doesn't respond. Now here's where things start to get creepy. At this point, some firemen arrive and begin to evaluate him, to which he suddenly hissed and started sticking his tongue out in a very demonic fashion. Vanessa says he looked evil and was acting erratic, which is very strange and unlike him. Her husband was taken away in an ambulance, and that's when the store owner approached Vanessa and showed her the video, saying he had something strange to show her. His face was looking pale, as if he had seen a ghost. He shows her this video and for some reason doesn't show the full thing. It's not till later, when her husband is discharged and arrives home, that she finds out his side of this terrifying story. He says once again that there was a man in the restaurant that wouldn't stop staring at him. The man then began whispering something really fast while staring intensely at her husband, and that's when he began to feel ill. For some reason, nobody else in the whole restaurant heard the whispering, except for Vanessa's husband. He says as he started to walk outside towards the truck, he suddenly felt disoriented and didn't know where to go, even though the truck was right in front of him. As he turned back to look at the restaurant again, he felt something push him, and that's when he falls over. Whatever it was that pushed him then started lifting his legs up in the air, as seen here. They believe that the man in the restaurant passed something evil onto him, as if casting a curse on him for some reason. After hearing the full context of the video, it's definitely terrifying. As what became of the mysterious man, nobody knows. What do you think it was? Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. The Hole. A man was working on the outskirts of town somewhere in Tobruk, Libya, as an animal caretaker when one day, while walking around the nearby area, he hears some strange sounds and stumbles upon something creepy. Watch closely. A pair of large glowing eyes can be seen at the bottom of the hole looking up at the man, along with some unexplainable sounds. Many people believe it's some sort of cryptid or predator, and the noises are cats stuck down there, while others think it's haunted. But as always, the judgment is yours to make. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never...
Well. Oops, wrong one. Well, that was interesting. So, yeah, that's the stream, everyone. Thank you so much all for watching. You know, I really have a lot. I really have you guys to thank for all the support that I've gotten over the years of doing this channel. Ever since Casper Sight first reacted to my countdown video, I've just been getting an almost never-ending flow of support, and I've really appreciated it. That said, I don't know whether or not this is going to be my last stream just in this apartment or altogether. Because like I said, this was kind of dropped on us very suddenly out of the blue, and we had no plans at all for any of it. So we either need to find a place to live as soon as possible, or we're gonna be homeless. That said, my wife has family connections here. You know, if worse comes to worse, her and my daughter can stay with her sister. But me, I got pretty much no one that can help me out. My dad is dead. My mother disowned me, and my two brothers, one either lives with me and the other one is barely making ends meet for himself, so I can't ask either of them to help me out. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully. I know. 1 second. Gosh. So hopefully we'll be able to make something work. I'm keeping hope alive. God is in me. He's taking care of me. He's been taking care of me this whole time. And so I'm putting my whole life in Him right now. And hopefully this will work out for the better for me. No, just scratch that. It will work out for the better for me. So until next time I can update you guys. I'll let you know what happens. Take care, everyone. God bless. And if you have family out there that you haven't spoken to, that you haven't spoken with in a while, reach out to them. Sometimes a simple hello or even a simple I love you or I care about you makes all the difference. So I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully, see you next.